Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Manifesting Muslima. I'm your host Zara Pedersen, and today we're going to talk about changing your internal monologue, the narrative of your life, adopting new beliefs, doing all of that work, because I have noticed that quite a few of you are struggling with this, and some of you know it already. You've already at least commented it and sent me messages in my DMs, saying like, how do I do this and stuff. And then some of you, I think, or I've noticed from my perspective, let's put it that way, from my perspective, I have noticed that you're also struggling with some mindset issues that are kind of keeping you stuck, keeping you from actually getting the manifestation, keeping you from elevating yourself to the point where you are ready to receive the blessings that you're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for. So here's what I've done for you, because this is actually a massive problem within the realm of the law of attraction. And I would just say in general in life, if you don't know how to change the narrative for yourself internally, it's very difficult for you to then change the narrative for yourself externally. Well, it's impossible really. So this is why it becomes so important, because you cannot manifest without this step. In fact, it's one of the first ones after, understanding what it is that you want and being specific about it, and then making the dua. Then you have to go in and you have to do the work. And the first thing you do before you do the external work is certainly doing the internal work. And this is where you got to think about your mindset, your inner belief, and start dealing with the things that you are doing internally that are blocking you from receiving the manifestation. So what I've done is I have created a whole course on this, a whole online course called Belief Breakthrough, Transforming Realities from Within. And I'm really excited about this, not just because it's my first e-course that I've ever done and launched, but also because it is packed with all the information from the beginning to the end of how to transform your belief around whatever it is. Like, it could be in anything, to get to a more, let's call it abundant and positive belief around the thing that you want, so you can attract it into your life much faster. So what I'll do first is I'll just go through what's in the course, and then we'll get to the details of it. No, you know what? We're going to get through the details first, and then I'm going to go in and talk about what's actually in the course. So here's the thing. This course is launching on the 15th of December, 2023. I don't know when you're going to hear this episode, but if you're listening after December 2023, then it's already live. But if you're listening to this episode before that, here's the thing. You can actually get a pre-launch early bird discount, because it is live, not the course itself, but the sales page of it, okay? And you can sign up already now so that you have the course the moment it launches on the 15th. And if you do that, you actually get a discount. So the normal price for this course is $79.99. I know, it's cheap as chips. Well, compared to, what other people are charging for courses of this size, this is cheap as chips. And that's okay. There's always time to make it more expensive down the line if I feel the need to, but I don't feel the need to do that right now. So let's leave it at that. But here's the thing. The early bird discount is even more cheap than that. Like, it is $49.99. And if you're listening to this episode at any moment before the 15th of December of 2023, you can go on to my stand store. There's a link in my Instagram and TikTok, and you know what, I'm going to put a link as well in the show notes, so you can go in and sign up if you want to do that there. So $49.99 is the early bird discount, and after that it's going to be at $79.99, and most likely going to stay at that price point unless I realize that it's just far too cheap, which I kind of already know it is. But listen Linda, I'm allowed to spoil you a little bit. So here we go. So let's go through what's actually in this course, because again, as I said, it is jam-packed with so much information, so many exercises, so much that is usable. So like, for you to actually get started on this journey, and also in time for you, like launching on the 15th, in time for you to do this, the whole course, before New Year's Eve. Because listen, I know that a lot of you like myself, we like that clean slate, the idea of that clean slate, like a fresh start. And there isn't a bigger one than New Year's Eve, right? So like on New Year's Day, the 1st of January, you start, and this is my year, and we do all that. Like, we all love it a little bit. And some of us hate it, but we still kind of, we kind of still love it a little bit. Either way, the point is that it is in time for you to be able to do this so that you can start the new year running. So let's go. This course is comprised of, why am I trying to use big words? It's got 7 modules in it. Comprised of, listen to la-dee-da, Zara. It's got 7 modules in it. 7 modules, 7 lessons that we're going to go through together. This is a pre-recorded video course, okay? But so the 7 modules. The first one is called The Alchemy of Belief. And I'm just going to read for you from the sales page because honestly, she's a writer, right? So in this one, this is what we're going to go through. Have you ever wondered how your inner beliefs and mindset sculpt the world around you? In this first module, we'll unveil the mystical connection between your thoughts and the reality you live in. Brace yourself for some eye-opening revelations. Look at her, she's an author. Anyway, the point of that, when we're taking it away from like this whole la-di-da, is basically trying to understand why it is so important for us to change our mindsets and our thoughts and our inner dialogue to align with the next thing, and how our thoughts are actually, when it comes down to it, create the reality around us. Module 2 is called the Block Unveiling Ceremony. And this one goes, let's dive deep and unearth those sneaky belief and mindset blocks that have been holding you back. It's time to expose them to the light so we can dissolve their power and make room for the abundance that is rightfully yours. Again, author. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that. I'm pretty annoying. But anyway, I'm having a fun time. Listen, I'm in a good mood. Don't come for me. If me being in a good mood is some way annoying to you, then just go right ahead and unfollow, because this is me. Anyway, this module is all about figuring out specific, like doing the work and the exercise. There'll be a lot of exercises in this one to figure out how to unveil those beliefs. And there's like different layers to this one module because of the work that requires. So this is the module where you'll actually discover those beliefs, the narratives, the mindsets, things like that, and figure out how to actually do that. Module 3, embrace your emotions. Feelings are there for a reason. This module is all about accepting and understanding those emotions. As you embrace them, you gain the power to transform them into catalysts for positive change. And it's kind of there in the title of this, called Embrace Your Emotions, in that we're not, and I've said this before, so it's no news, it's not about pushing your emotions away, because I think a lot of people, there's a lot of emotion attached. It's not about a lot of people, it's everybody. There's a lot of emotion attached to the beliefs and the mindsets and the thoughts that we have. That is why they're so deeply rooted in us, because there's an emotional attachment to them. So in this module, we go through the emotions and we figure out how to deal with those emotions, so it doesn't feel like you have to give something up that you feel like has been protecting you, or something else that compared to what belief that it is that you are trying to get rid of. Then we go into module 4, the belief trigger hunt. What sets off those beliefs? We're becoming detectives of our own minds, identifying the triggers that sends us down a rabbit hole of self-limiting thoughts. Get ready to uncover the keys to your own inner realm. Okay, so it says it right there again, the belief trigger hunt. So in this module, I'm going to help you find triggers. There'll always be something somewhere around your life that basically helps you uphold the beliefs and the negative mindset or the things that you're thinking. There's something that continuously keeps you stuck in a loop, and this whole module is about uncovering them and then getting rid of them, or figuring out a way to deal with them so that they are no longer triggering you. Module 5, the grand replacement. It's time for a belief makeover. Learn the art of replacing old, inhibiting thoughts with fresh, empowering ones. This is where the magic happens as you begin to sculpt a reality that aligns with your deepest desires. And that is, again, right there, this is where you start to replace the old thoughts and the old beliefs and the old thinking and the old narrative with fresh new ones. You get to decide what it is that you really want to believe. And there's also, even in this, there's like things to do and things not to do, because again, we're trying to be realistic here, but there's a limit you can push into, but it basically goes into how to set up those new beliefs so that it also becomes realistic for you. It has to make sense for you as well when you're making a new belief, because otherwise it's pretty much impossible for you to, change it into that. Module 6 is called the loop of power. Repeat after me. New thoughts, new reality. We're establishing a loop of positive reinforcement, embedding those empowering beliefs into the very fabric of your being. Prepare to witness your reality transform before your eyes. So this is where we start looking at ways that you can continuously make repetitions of this new thought, this new belief into your everyday world, so that you can actually keep the new belief. Like, let's make it, not just a fleeting thought, but something that's here to stay. It has moved in and you cannot evict it. Okay. Module 7, last module, is called constructive manifestation. Now that you're armed with empowering thoughts, let's channel that energy into constructive action. This module is all about taking those positive vibes and turning them into tangible real world manifestations. So this module is about how when you've done all the rest of the work, then you need to also take some constructive action to really set these, to cement these new thoughts and belief systems in your everyday. And you'd actually be quite surprised at what those actions can be. So look forward to that module. It's a really, really fun one, but it is also the last step. But then hold on a minute. There's actually a bonus module. Yes, because here's the thing. There was another topic that I really wanted to talk about in regards to changing your beliefs. And it doesn't really necessarily, it doesn't have a specific place within this 7-step framework that the course is built around, but I feel like it's still so important. So I've added it as a bonus module for you, and it's called Rewrite Your Destiny. Remember, your past doesn't dictate your future. This bonus is a celebration of your power to rewrite your own destiny. It's a reminder that every moment is a chance for a fresh start and a new chapter. So as you can see, it's basically about coming in and talking about how just because something has happened in the past, it doesn't mean it has to happen in the future. And there's, again, exercises and things in that bonus module that are very accessible to you, that will really help you get past, old patterns that have kind of kept you stuck because you feel like you have to stay in that loop. Okay, so there you have it. That is literally the course, and I'm so excited about it. As I said, it is jam-packed with so much information, and so everything that you could possibly need in order for you to be able to make the necessary changes within yourself to start manifesting the reality that you really want in your outside world. And as I said, there is a early bird discount right now that's going on until the 15th of December 2023. So if you're listening to this and you want to take part of or want to sign up for the course, then go and do it before the 15th, because then you'll get it for $49.99. If you're listening to this episode after the 15th of December 2023, then the course is $79.99, which is still cheap as chips, but it's not £30 cheaper, and don't we all love a little bit of a discount sometimes? Either way, I cannot wait to hear your transformation stories after having done this course. I can't wait for you to start messaging me and telling me that you have signed up for the course. I'm really, really excited about it. And I know that the information in the course is exactly what you need to get to that next step with more confidence and start using the law of attraction with more confidence, so you can start manifesting the reality that you truly want. Again, the link is in the episode, what's it called? The episode notes in your whatever platform you're listening to the podcast on. There's the episode notes. Go click that. Just check it out. Just think about it a little bit. And then think about, I got to pay my rent and feed my turkey. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop now. Thank you so much for listening in today. Oh my God, wait a minute. I was going to gather myself. Sorry. Thank you so much for listening in today's episode. Wow, can I speak? Thank you so much for listening, joining me in today's episode. I hope I'll see you again next time. But until then, my darling friend, please don't forget to live in love.